Whoa, good morning, guys. What's today? It's it's Wednesday, September 2nd. Let's get going. Who's ready for another trail running workout climb? Guys, I'm Hooded Hill Hopper. Dude, I'm back. Another daily crazy impossible run. Like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, ping, comment, feedback, share. Love it. All right, guys. Whew, sharing is caring. First lap's always the hardest. But I've already done 13. We've already done 13 laps. I'm at 1,160 feet, which is an absolute lie. Subtract 95. So we're at 1065. My good friend, Mr. Garmin, Phoenix 3 HR watch, decided to throw me another 94 feet as soon as I started. 94 feet, I'm too lazy to reset. Yeah, it takes too much time. It used to, a couple years ago, and I'm talking 3 or 4 days a week, like half the time, it was always the same amount. It would give me right at the beginning like 650 feet, somewhere right around there, and it did it half the time, and I didn't know what was going on at first. So I'd be running like a mile downhill. Just glance at my watch, it's all 700 feet elevation gain. Like, what the hell just happened? Finally figured out it's just a piece of junk watch that decides to do that. Now, if we were doing serious, like if I was back at Big Bear, I did pay attention. There was a couple times at Big Bear I didn't mention it. After 50 feet, I just started over, reset the watch. Right as soon as I left my cabin, it was like, nope, that's giving me fake elevation gain. So it's like, we're not doing that. We're not playing that game. Hey, so one thing I wanted to talk about, Monday, 2 days ago, I did, of course, my Hyperlapse Monday video, which showed up late Monday night, Tuesday for everyone. And I should probably retitle that. Maybe Hyperlapse Tuesday? Okay, interesting. Tell me what you think. But anyways, it was basically pitch dark when I started the run, which was around 5:40 maybe in the morning. And I thought it does look cool when I start recording on the streets. The car lights and the street lights kind of look really cool in hyperlapse form. But anyways, the reason why I wanted to talk about, give you guys some Hooded Hill Hopper pro tip, is night running. If any of you do it without light, like no artificial lights, headlight, chest light, whatever, just going out like old Hooded Hill Hopper does with nothing. So you're thinking, so obviously, you know, when you're running at night, you want a clear sky with a bright full moon to really light things up, right? That's gonna be the best. Wrong. Absolutely wrong. That's what I always thought, and trust me, from dozens upon dozens of times of first-hand experience, clear sky with a full moon on trails in the night is your absolute worst enemy. And here's why. It's gonna light things up, but just like a clear sky during the day with a bright sun, it casts shadows everywhere because the moon acts like a mini sun at night. It lights, it reflects the sun, lights up the earth. So when there's a bright, clear sky, bright full moon, dude, you're getting a, what do you call it? You're getting shadows cast everywhere. So you're jogging in the dark, and it's like, okay, it's lit up, now it's shadow, it's lit up, it's shadow. That doesn't work on the trails where you have varied terrain. You're gonna be falling on your butt, or on your face, worse, constantly. It's very, very difficult. So, and here's the other issue. More importantly than just the shadows, it's the trick the moon plays on your eyes, because your pupils adjust to that light. So if you're running like 100 yards in the moonlight, your pupils shrink. You know, they act as an aperture, like a camera. They shrink to bring in less light. So, so your eyes adjust. then boom, you go under tree cover and and the shadows are cast. You're blind as a freaking bat in the dark. You are blind. Like literally your eyes are used to light and now you're in shadow. It's basically pitch dark. Yeah, come out of that alive without falling. Good luck. So it's really, really difficult running in the nighttime on a full moon on the trails. Obviously, if you're on the street or you're on like a paved bike path jogging and it's a clear area, not a lot of trees or something, then that's fine, of course, because the whole thing's lit up, so it doesn't really matter. But if you're doing very terrain, climbing, you know, technical trails, which is everything I'm on, you're going in and out of shadows, you're going this and that. It's basically impossible. Like, you don't want that. So what you do want, and this is actually why my Hyperlapse Monday 2 days ago, it's why it worked so well. And I know what I'm doing, like, as, you know, as dumb as I sound half the time, and I am. You know, I see when I get up and before I run, I check the sky. It's like the most important thing to me. What's the sky look like? If it's overcast, solid overcast, June gloom, whatever you want to call it, it ain't clearing up for a few hours, then I know I'm good. I can pretty much go where I want. And this is why. Because you'll get a lazy, basically what's going to happen is that overcast cloud, if there's a moon, it's going to block out the moon. But it kind of, what do you want to call it? It kind of dissipates that light, spreads it out through the whole sky, that moonlight. So you're getting a lazy cover of moonlight spread evenly. And what that does is your eyes adjust quickly to it. So you can actually see quite well. And secondly, there's zero shadows. So your eyes aren't going, your aperture, your eyes, your pupils aren't dilating back and forth. So your eyes are staying even Steven the whole way. And that's what makes it, so that makes it easy to see. Because A, there's no shadows. So your eyes are just, all the terrain gives you the same visibility all the time. So you're much safer. It's not perfect, it's not daylight, but it's much better. And then, you know, what do you call it? And then plus your pupils aren't changing. So you're not getting, you know, you're not going blind when you go into tree cover. So that's a pro tip from your old boy who did hill hopper. If you're gonna run at night, which is a ton of fun, and you don't have a light, if it's a cloudy day, your eyes adjust within the first couple minutes and you're probably okay. Of course, you don't want to do too technical at night. You never do. But you know, there's times you want to run at night or you have to. Hey, you know, I've gone on vacation trips where it's like, hey, we're taking a flight. We got to leave the house at like 4 a.m. The van's picking us up, the shuttle, whatever. And it's like, all right, we'll run at 2 in the morning. Get an hour, quick hour in. Because I have OCD. So, yeah, that's how it goes. So we get it done. Now, admittedly, if I'm running at that time, probably just doing streets. There's some steep streets you can get work done on, but I don't want to get eaten by a mountain lion at 2 a.m. But the coyotes are out, man. The few times I've run at like 1, 2 a.m., I had to wake up super early. Dude, the neighborhoods, coyotes are out, dude. And they don't give a crap. They'll get in within less than 10 feet of you. It's kind of like, hey man, they're not gonna. Dude, there was this fake story about this lady who got bitten by a coyote. Dude, this was probably 2 months ago in Mission Viejo here at a park. Like, I know the area. And I don't know if I talked about this or not. My wife and I talked about it constantly for a while. And from a guy who has tons of experience getting close to coyotes at nighttime or the early morning, I don't believe that. I don't believe that story for a second, unless there's more to it. like she was antagonizing it, she was chasing it. I don't know. But coyotes just don't come up and bite you. They don't do that to adults. Not in neighborhoods, and that's where she was at. Yeah, maybe you're out in the middle of nowhere, yes, and there's a pack of like 6 or 7. Yeah, that's a different story. That's not the case. It's just a single coyote. And I promise you, that story is just BS. Just complete utter crap. Just someone looking for attention. Coyotes do not want nothing to do with you when it comes, like I said, they're used to humans, but you move their way, they're out of there, you know. So just it was such garbage. It was just like this. We're getting emails from the city like, oh, coyote warning. Give me a break, dude. You know what's scary? A freaking mountain lion, dude. That's what you need to be worried about. And to this, they're here. To this day, over 4 years running here at the house I'm at, on the trails you guys see, I've never seen one. I've seen their paw prints, but I've never seen one. Now, Liso Viejo, Liso Wilderness Canyon and stuff, I used to live over there where I do my weekend runs sometimes with the kids or by myself, like when we did the goats or the Tri-City run. I seen 2 there, but that was like in, I think 2014, 2015. It's been a long time. So they're rare. But that's literally, since 100 years ago, the last grizzly bear in California was killed right out here. Basically, mountain lions are it. It's really the only thing to be worried about. Is there brown bears out here, or black bears you'd call them? I really don't believe so. I'm sure if you go higher up, like Saddleback Mountain or so, maybe. There's probably some up there, but not down this low. Definitely not. At least I've never heard of it. And even if there was a black bear, dude, a black bear just wants nothing to do with a human. They're not carnivores. They'll eat fish and stuff. But dude, they want your blackberries. Man, that's what they want. So really the only, I mean, besides, okay, rattlesnakes, of course. So we'll give rattlesnakes and mountain lions really the only 2 dangers. Obviously, if you're a toddler or a young kid, yes, then coyotes might get brave, of course. But no one lets their young kids out of their sight on a trail. If you do, you're an idiot. So, you know, so definitely that whole getting bit by a coyote. And I know the area. I did a hyperlapse video there once. It's called Geronimo Open Space. It's basically, it's just this landscaped grass area with a couple paved paths surrounded by a million houses. These are not wild coyotes. They're not biting people. They're just not. They'll kill your dogs. They'll kill your cats. That's the problem with them. But like, to get bit by one, come on now. There's so much more of that story if she did get bit. And I'm just doubting it. Like, I've run across and you go, oh, maybe she's really small as a small lady. You're still a complete idiot. Sorry. Like, just not buying it. Because coyotes, dude, I've been around 3 or 4. They and here's the other thing about the coyotes. The ones around the houses, well, the little baby coyotes, they're like the size of small dogs, dude. You're just like, dude. So, I don't know. I'm just saying. I don't believe it. I don't believe it for a second. And that's your Hooded Hill Hopper. Do we call that a conspiracy theory, or is that the opposite of one? Just like, I guess that could be conspiracy theory. Like, I don't believe the coyote bit the lady. They don't even give any of the details. There's like, someone got bit. This lady got bit. She got bit by this ravaged coyote. Oh crap. Anyways, hey, my question of the day from it would have been Hyperlapse Monday, yeah. Tortilla chips, potato chips question is the video I just uploaded from yesterday. So my question of the day yesterday was, hey, Star Wars or Star Trek? And it was unanimous. Everyone picked Star Wars. There, you happy? And that you know, I mean, obviously I saw that coming a mile away. Except Augie, who doesn't like sci-fi, and that's cool. You're the opposite of my good friend who will watch sci-fi but won't watch fantasy like Lord of the Rings or Game of Thrones or anything like that. I actually asked him, because I know he's from England, if he was into C.S. Lewis, like Chronicles of Narnia is what he's known for, or Tolkien, who's obviously Lord of the Rings. Because I grew up Chronicles of Narnia, Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe. First real book I ever read, you know, non-picture book, like in 3rd or 4th grade. And I read the whole, you know, I'd seen the movie, you know, the animated movie as a kid. I'm like, oh, I know this story. I didn't know there was 7 books, you know, 6 more stories after that. And it turned out, because it's got like religious undertones, my church library at the time had the whole set. So I just take them, didn't even check them out. I was like, I'm just gonna take these home. Read them all. That was great. Then, like, I think in junior high, I read The Hobbit, because a buddy of mine read The Hobbit and Lord of the Rings. He's like, oh, these are amazing. I read The Hobbit, which I really liked, but for whatever reason, I can't remember. And I used to read all the time then. I didn't read Lord of the Rings. I really wish I had. Well, then the first movie came out in, like, was it 2000 or 2001? And it was, oh, dude, I think it was, I'm not positive, but I think it was like December of 2000. If my math is on. Oh, dude. I could be wrong. No. I believe it was winter of December of 2001. I take that back, I think. I could be wrong, but that's what I think. The first movie came out. I was like, and my good friend Matt's like, had read them all then. He's like, bro, you gotta read them. So I ended up reading them all before I saw the movie on winter break from college. And dude, those books are just so good. It's not books, it's one book that's broken up into 3 volumes. Unlike Chronicles of Narnia, which are basically 7 independent stories. A lot of the same characters, of course. Lord of the Rings is just flat out one story. And his publisher, Tolkien, from what I'm told, is like, yeah, dude, you ain't releasing a 1,300 page book. Let's chop these bad boys up, break up the releases. That's what I think I remember being told. Anyways, this has 0 to do with Star Wars or Star Trek, but it was, I was huge into those. Chronicles of Narnia as a kid, and then Lord of the Rings as a young adult. So good, Lord of the Rings. So anyway, Augie, I don't know, man. You're from England. You ever get into those guys? Let me know. So, but that's, and by the way, that's Augie Silver Fitness. That's his channel. Awesome channel. He does great. He's 60 years old. I think he just turned. That's what his title of his last video said. And he's doing exercises I can't even dream of. Seriously can't. And oh, dude, that guy thinks I'm crazy. Why is this guy talking to himself? What an arrogant, conceited dude. Anyways, let me turn the mirror on, check my hair. Anyways, so, okay, quickly. Star Wars or Star Trek? So everyone picks Star Wars. A couple people, keen performance. Another girl, Tusa Parsa, said the old ones. The Star Wars trilogy, basically. The original, 4, 5, and 6. And that's the correct answer, definitely. If you said Star Wars, it's the wrong answer. Because episodes 1, 2, 3, and 7, 8, 9, not that great. And I'll tell you what, I'm not a huge Star Trek person. In fact, I'll admit, I've never really watched any of it. The TV or the old movies, you know, with those old famous actors. Just never got into it as a kid. Wasn't really, it was before me, the original, and then whatever. But But the newer trilogy with Chris Pine and I think it's Zoe Saldana, those are the actors I know by name. I think what's his name, Thor, is Chris Pine's dad. But anyways, not important. But anyways, I'll tell you what, this is where a lot of people are wrong. Those three newer Star Trek movies, I don't even think it's debatable. They're way better than the last 6 Star Wars movies, notwithstanding Rogue One or the Solo movie, Han Solo. I haven't seen that, but I heard it's good. Rogue One's freaking amazing, one of my favorite movies, period. But dude, yeah, Star Trek, those are great movies, great. If you guys haven't seen them, dude, go check them out. They are awesome. It's done, I think it's J.J. Abrams or whatever his name did them, or at least a couple of them, and he ended up doing one of the new Star Wars movie, but it's not as good. Hey dude, bringing back Harrison Ford and Carrie Fisher, who just, she's dead. I shouldn't say anything. I mean, she did not take care of herself. She got into substance abuse and all sorts of problems. Like, I'm all for hot Carrie Fisher, not for old, like, you know, general. I mean, she looked like 20 years older than Harrison Ford in that movie. And she's like, in real life, she was like 20 years younger. I'm serious. It's crazy. So, but check it out. If you guys haven't seen those Star Wars movies, they're phenomenal. You know, I haven't watched them in years. You know what? I think I'm gonna watch them with my daughter. I think my 6-year-old would really, really like them. I think. Huh. It gives me an excuse to watch them because my wife hates movies. Hates movies. Hates movies. And hates me when I watch movies. Like we finished up Thor 3 last night, last 45 minutes. What a great movie. She was so pissed off I was watching my daughter. But hey, anyways, I don't know what her deal is. Her family, her dad and her 2 brothers love movies, absolutely love movies. And I get stuck with her who hates movies, and I love movies, so it like messes everything up. Anyways, okay, I think we're good, dude. Guys, let's wrap this up. It's sprint time, dude. We did 38 seconds last time. I don't think I'm gonna touch that, but we're gonna give it a shot. 38's the time to beat. My goal is 35 at some point. Oh man, too busy thinking of Star Trek. 4, 04, 04. Lean in, move those legs, get that aggressive stance, like exploding. Let's go, go, come on, oh, slowing down, move those legs, pull out that hammer, roll that hammer down, Oh, Twix wrapper. Okay, we did in 52, no, 42. So we did in 38 seconds. We tied it. 38, we tied. Hey, tying's okay. I'll even take 39, 40. Woo! That's right, dog. All right, guys, 38 seconds. I'm Hood Hill Hopper. I think we're gonna do Hyperlapse Thursday tomorrow. Let's get this done. If you like my channel, if you like my crazy videos, like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, ping! Let's do this. Share this video. Sharing means caring. Comment. Give me feedback. Give me ideas what to talk about. Let's do this tomorrow. I'm going to work. Ow! I spit on the lens.